next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And off we go in Santa Clara. He stopped on the return at the 27. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Allen taking right to the air. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 41. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. That one gains 7. And that's a 49er first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10, here's Allen. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now Allen off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
3rd and long, it's Allen. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Lions get the football on the first turnover of the contest. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Burrow out of the shotgun. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they make the tackle at the 38.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Burrow from the gun. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is picked up by the 49ers! And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown! The 49ers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. That was awesome. The return became a question of, does he have enough steam to make it back before someone runs him down?
That is the most sprinting we're going to see him do on a football field, maybe his whole life. That distance, a whole lot more than the few yards he's usually running towards quarterback in the pocket. And he had enough to reach that goal line. You're darn right he did. He could sense it, and he wanted it.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Burrow setting up the play action. He fires one deep down the middle. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Stopped for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. No return on that punt. And the 49ers will go on offense. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Throwing here, Allen. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Sending a receiver left. Allen on 3rd and short. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
It's a punt coming from the Niners on 4th down, and Mitch Wisnowski out to boot it away. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Lions will go on offense. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
1st down, Burrow to throw. He's on the move. He can run it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10 from the 41. Throwing is Burrow. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Laporta with the grab. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they bring him down around the 34. They get 6 and a first down as well.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On first down, here's Burrow. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again, following the set. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
Third and long for him here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this will hit the goal line and then go into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense headed out now late in the half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the half. That's enough time to put something together. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. This one taken in by Chase. And he'll get it up to the 27. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second and 3 now. From the 27. Finds his man Chase. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Man in motion here. Throwing now on first down. Allen has a man, Justin Jefferson. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. To the air again, Allen. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He has the first over the middle. Oh, this big guy is moving. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Moody knocks it through. And they come away with some points on that series.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Lions getting one more series here before halftime. And they may not be able to take an ease safely this close to the goal line. Might need to run a play to end this half. One last play before the break. Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out come the Lions. They've got the first series of the second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Burrow setting to throw. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, that's one of those plays when you call it, you expect to get decent yards every time. Seeing it stopped at the line, man, that's deflating offensively.
They send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Patrick with the catch. And he gets him around 6 there. Charvarius Ward brings him down.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum. To
throw again, it's Burrow. Gets this one to Patrick. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Trying for it with Burrow. That's incomplete on fourth down, and they'll turn over possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Putting a receiver in motion. That's Jefferson. He's got it. He's forward. Gets a couple of yards. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Again, Allen to the air. Bails out of the pocket quick. Steps up, and he's running with it. That's 16 on the pickup. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's 49ers football, and we'll see if they can close things out for a win. They'll come up 1st and 10. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I tell you what, before the snap, I think everybody in the stadium would have said this offense was going to score on that series. The only people who didn't think that were the most important people, And that's the 11 dudes on defense that made the play.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he gets in. Touchdown. The 49ers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 3-possession lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Hill now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Lions get ready to return to the field. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, Burrow to throw. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. First and 10 from the 41. They send a tight end in motion. Burrow out of the shotgun. He finds Laporta. And they bring him down around the 34.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Second and 3. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Burrow from the gun. Into the hands of Gibbs. And he takes this inside the red zone to the 15 before going out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down from the red zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Gotta hurry this to the line. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the 49ers are going to get this kick. They're going to hang on for the win. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And even after giving up the late touchdown, Brock, still a 2-score game, so you should expect them to be in that victory formation in just a few moments.
You should, but, you know, I just picture Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, the greats in this game, right, over the last few decades. You know, they grinded down every second, never took anything for granted. You got to finish it all the way down to double zeros.
Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. They can trot out that victory formation here, Brock. Send us all home. No timeouts left to stop that clock. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. Well, Brock, when it comes down to it, never an easy task trying to knock off a team inside their own building, right? You really see them come out with just a different kind of energy.
It's what every player is told, dating back to your Pop Warner and high school days. Defend your home turf. When somebody comes in and tries to knock you off inside your own building, well, you need to have the fortitude, the guts, the resolve to fight back and go get those wins. What an energized locker room right now. It always is when you do your collective job successfully and you do it in your own house.